Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. If you ever get that annoying hair come out your brush when you're painting away, you just quickly go whoop, scoop it out, get rid of it. Oh, what was happening to me as I was putting the liquid white on. So the canvas is covered in liquid white all the way across. That makes it wet, it makes it slick. Makes it easier to blend. So, got a few colours on the palette. Probably going to use them all. Got a bit of mountain mix here, which is a little bit of ultramarine blue and brown and black and a bit of red. And then I've got my black, ivory black, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, which is dribbling a bit. It's a bit of homemade burnt umber, that is. Alizarin crimson, sap green. Got a little bit of phthalo green on. I don't know whether I'll use it. White. I was going to say sap green again. Chrome yellow, Indian yellow. It's running a bit. It's another homemade jobby. It's not been made thick enough. I should have made it a little bit thicker, but never mind. I can still use it. Just going lightly across that, nice and smooth. Now, I want to do, actually, I'll show you. I've got this sketch that I did. I do these little sketches just to help myself out, coming up with ideas. And I thought, I quite like that. A little mountain, a few trees, green grass, a bit of water there. It's only a little sketch. It's a good way to create ideas doing it like that. So I've just put that over there, and then that's the basis of the idea. Whether it'll become that, I don't know, because I have a tendency of veering off. But you have to have some sort of a plan at the beginning. So anyway, get some of this ultramarine blue out. Just tap it on the brush, an even distribution of colour. I'm thinking about darkening the sky. Let's get a little bit of this ivory black in there. So a bit of blue and black, tapping the bristles, and then using crisscross strokes. These crisscross strokes start creating our little sky. Yeah, I kind of want a darker sky, something a bit different. Last episode I did a bright, nice blue sky. This time I'll go a bit darker. So the idea is, really, I go a little bit darker with the colours. I need more colour. Go a bit darker with the colours, then that means my lights are going to stand out more, and that's what I want in this painting. I want the sky to be a bit dull. I've got clouds in there, but I want the sky to be a bit duller, so the highlight on my mountain and my clouds are going to stand out. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Things standing out. So you can blend that until it's smooth, like that. And you can stand back, have a look and go, do I want it to be darker over this side as well? Maybe I do. So I just tap my bristles, look. Just tap it like that. Give it a good whack. And then there we go. You can build this up. Now, if you know you're already going to do something dark, you could always put less of the white on in liquid white, or you could use liquid clear. or you could use nothing. You just do the paint straight on there. It doesn't go quite as smooth as this. That's the only thing. So let's have a think. What we're doing next? Clouds. So let's get. I think I might use the fan brush, or shall I use? Shall I use the big brush again? Use the one. I might use the 1-inch brush. The old 1-inch brush. This one's been through the walls. It's falling to bits. Look. So I'm gonna get a little bit of white. I think I might tap these in. I might get a little bit of red as well. So I'm tapping this just to show you. Tapping, and then you start pushing as well. So you pull it out, a bit of red in the white to make it a bit more pinkish. Pull it down and then tap it and push it up a little bit, and then you get the paint on the other end of the brush. It works better that way, so we can tap one in there. Standing back, having a look, seeing where I want the cloud to go. I've got this cloud sort of going all the way up there. Yeah. And it goes along here as well. All the way off there. And then along here. I mean, you won't see all of this. Something like that. Use another clean, dry brush. Just give it a bit of a whack. And then I'm going to go over this very lightly. Just go over that. There we go. And also, just knock the paint off my brush. Go all the way across. So as I was just smoothly going over this, I realised I hadn't turned my microphone on. So I'm not sure what audio I got up to this point. Anyway, we'll carry on. Maybe in future Jason has dubbed it over or something. So apologies about that. So I'm going to pull out some paint. This is a mountain mix. It's just a bit of black, bit of blue, bit of brown, bit of red. And we can, now we've softly gone over the clouds, we can start putting in mountain. So I'm going to have my picture, it has it, sort of goes there. So I'll just focus on the outside edge. And then it goes sort of like this. I'll put a little bit more dark on there. It goes down. Might go like that. That bit needs sort of, yeah, like that. And then that goes yes, like that. Just scrape away the paint. Let's have a look. We've got this going along. It sort of went along on my idea. There's the hair. Got this bit going down, and that goes down there, and then there's a smaller one there. Something like that. Okay. Put my palette down so I'm not holding it. Get this brush that I used earlier. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe. Just knock some of the paint off it. Don't want too much paint on it. So now I can use it to start pulling down the mountain. So we want the mountain shape being created. Create that mountain shape. Not like that. It's getting bigger than I thought. They start growing on those mountains. And they've had that bit coming down like that. And then this coming across it like that. Do something different when we get to the last mountain. I like doing mountains. They're fun to do, aren't they? This side. And where's this one go? So it goes like this. Something like that. And then get a nice highlight and start working on this with a knife. There we go. Let's wipe the knife. Let's use this. This mountain's really grown. I really wanted it about this big, tiny little mountain. This is what happens, Jose. You've got to go with what you do. They're fun to do though. It's good practice for me. I need to get better at mountains. Wanting to get better. So I've got some red in with my white. If you can see that. Pull it out really flat, cut across, little roll of paint. Roll of paint again. And we can start using this right there. At the top there and go down the mountain. I missed that bit, didn't I? There we go. One as well. Do some. Use no pressure, light pressure, and let the paint just come off. The paint needs to be a little bit dryish, a little bit thick for it to work, because otherwise, if you've got it quite thin, it won't do that. It won't break. So if you've done a bit of homemade paint making like me, and you've made your paint a little bit too wet, you'll struggle. Let's bring that round a bit. I like that. What else did I do? I had it sort of capturing a bit of light here as well. You can do stuff like that. You can have light catching in different places. Maybe it was here as well. And then it might take along like that. You might have a little bit of light just glancing off the top of that. And then add some on here. Sort of curve that up. I might bring them together now. As I'm doing it, starting to think like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Quite happy with that. Now I'll use my white, throw it in with this blue. Just throwing the white in with the blue there. A bit more of the blue. It's blue and black and white in there. I'll leave it not too mixed. It's mixed, but not too mixed. I'll use this blue. And start putting our shadow side in. I'm always looking for these extra bits. I only see like bits that might bit of blue there. So you're doing the same thing, cutting across a roll of paint, and then look at this area. I'm trying to curve that as well. Sometimes I want to give it a bit of a curve. That's a bit of a push then into the white as well. Sometimes I find the paint just comes off perfectly. And sometimes I'm struggling. Just one of those things, you just keep practicing. Nice to get a bit of shape there though, isn't it? Yeah, we'll change that a little bit. I'm looking at this sort of bit. I want a bit more white there, but I'll do that after. That's going to come downwards. Usually a rare direction. Don't really like this bit here. I think it's come on a bit too blue there. But you can scrape it off. Always just go like that and scrape it off, and then there we go. And go again. Blue up here as well. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap this. Should I tap it now? Yeah, I'll tap it now, and then I can see more. Slightly go up there. Soften that. Gonna let that sort of disappear there. Really missed away. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, this mountain's got really big. Oh dear. What have I done? So yeah, so what was I doing? I wanted to have like this area a bit more white. I wanted a bit more of this here. I was going to bring that together there. Oh, I'm having fun tonight. Enjoying myself. Getting the paints out and practicing. It's good fun, isn't it? A little bit more of the white. This is turning into a bit of a mountain episode, which is fun. I always like doing the mountains. Oh, that looks good. Yes, this bit I wanted to sort of, and maybe bring it in like that. Does that look? Yeah, that gives it a bit more there, doesn't it? I think the top of the mountain I could do with something extra. Like that. Yeah, that looks better. That's definitely better. My focus is around here, which is good. I want to improve this bit of mountain here as well. Just getting those edges. I think it's the edges that make it look better. Going over and doing that bit of extra on the edge just makes it a lot better. Okay, I think I'll go with that. I quite like that. It's quite nice. Just use this clean brush and lightly go over this bit. So I'm going to have to do another one because I want to do something different in the foreground, but what I'll do is I'll try and squeeze something in here. I can still do a version. I might do some grass that goes up there. Maybe I was going to do like a hill or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But we'll have to do another one now. Get some of this green. Maybe get some of this dark actually as well. Green in with the dark. Just going to tap my brush. Tappy tap tap. And then we'll start going over here. Maybe I'll go up there. So it's just the mountain mix mixed in with a bit of green. And I'll tap. Might do another level actually. I could sort of go like this, couldn't I? Go lightly. Because the liquid white will mix with my brush as I go up. And what I could do is go another level here. Going a bit darker here then. I'll just throw in some dark in the foreground. Stand back, have a look at that. Yeah, so what I might do is pull up some of those bits to give them a bit of a tree look at the tops. It's a long way off there. So I think the foreground area, to me, looks like it's this area, doesn't it? Maybe I'll have some trees and trees here. Some bushes. Yeah. Been a while since I've done a bush. We could do one of those. I was tempted to go this brush. Might do that actually. I might have a tree that goes something like there. It's not quite dark enough, is it? Get some green and black. So I'm pulling in one direction, and you get this shape. You can see it on the palette, a bush shape. You get one of those on your brush, turn it over, and then you can sort of go. I'm going to have it there, and then I might have one this side as well that sort of goes. I feel like doing these all the way along, actually. All the way along there. Like that. Yeah, we'll leave that as sort of a misty background, and then we'll put some colour in these trees. So, what I might do first, get a little bit of brown, burnt umber, bit of burnt umber on my brush, maybe a little bit of red in it. Load that brush, and then what I can do, add a few branches. The trees that are going to be appearing suddenly. Do as many as you want to do. And put in a few little sticks and twigs in here as well. You can take your time doing all this. I always find when I'm putting in all these little branches and things, I always think, oh, it's probably not enough. It's probably need more. I always find you need millions of little branches and sticks and twigs and things. Anyway, that'll do. So let's think about what colour I want. Shall I go all out with the yellows? Maybe I use the 1-inch brush. got some white on there, but I can use whack a bit of that off, and then we can use some green and yellow. Just pull into this yellow here, bit of this Indian yellow as well. Trying to get it to that point where you can see what I mean? You see that bush in the paint, you get that on the bristles. So I've got the light coming this way, so I can start going, pushing up. And I can have some of this. It's a nice yellowy colour. It's not too bright, it's just about right really. I can have some of that on that branch there. Just change the flavour a little bit by going in the Indian yellow and sticking some a little bit stronger here. Some more. Nice bit of yellows. Even use the side of the brush. Just to get some colour in here as well. Use that side. Might get a little bit of this red and yellow. And one really warm there. Yeah, so that's keeping quite subtle. I quite like that. I used to when I was painting on my own and trying to work out what to do. And I used to think, oh, nothing's bright enough. Everything must be brighter. The blues must be brighter. The yellows must be brighter. I used to have this thing about brightening everything up, but it actually didn't need to be. Sometimes the subtle colours better. Sometimes you want it to be subtle. So I'm just using just pull my brush through the paint and then use the side to just push paint up into the painting along here. It's not using flat strokes, just pushing that paint up. I'm not going to cover up all of the dark because it's quite nice to have those little gaps. I just want to give it that nice texture at the bottom of the painting. Just throw in some colour. Think about, while I'm doing it, thinking about the light, where I want maybe a bit more light. So I could always grab a little bit of white over here and paint with the light, a bit more light over there probably. Just stand back, have a look. Yeah, what I'd like is a couple of rocks in amongst all this. That's what I want. Using the knife as well. Using that knife, use a bit of this dark. Could do with like a rock there. Yeah, that's quite nice. Nice big rock. Maybe a smaller one there in the ground. Maybe there'd be another one over here. Yeah, I kind of feel like there might have been a trail. I'm always coming up with new thoughts. Anyway, while we've got this going, put a bit of greenery. Oh, I haven't done the highlight on it. I was going to put just a touch of white. A touch of white on that one side. Got a bit of brown in it, but it's alright. Yeah, something like that. Kind of feel like that could have some there as well. The way that looked, it looked a bit like there was a bit of rock there, didn't it? Starting to see more of it now. I'm starting to see a bit of rock there as well. Let's put that in. You start seeing things when you're painting. You start seeing like, maybe there's a little bit more than your original idea. You start creating other ideas while you're doing it, and I think that's amazing that you can do that. Bit of dark in there as well. Starting to move this paint around now. I'll use the knife a little bit and get a nice thick area of green there. Maybe a bit on here. Starting to look like a good place to use the knife. To give it a bit of a path area sort of thing. Bit of light. And shapes and directions. Changes things, doesn't it? The direction just changes it a little bit. Yeah, I quite like that. No, I like it when you get these lights that come like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That does look quite nice. I can just imagine stumbling across this place now. Imagine walking up there and going to have a look at the mountain. Just going to blob a little bit of grass going up there. Just sort of sinks that in. Just going slop. Just sinks those rocks in. Yeah, quite like that. Might just do. I've got this red. I'm like, oh, come on, might as well. Let's do a real strong one. Do some red there. Just sort of standing back, having a look. Doesn't need a bit of red here as well. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. It's quite a lot of detail gone in there. And you could keep going and going, of course. You can always add something else, add a few twigs and stuff. It's forever. You can spend hours doing a painting, and I have many a time. It's good fun. So anyway, I think tonight I'm gonna call this one finished. Or oh, why not? Let's have a little bird. Let's have a bird. Have a bird about there. Maybe another one. Oh, one more there. There we go. There's 3 little birds there flying through the sky, coming to land down here into this. Definitely want to go into this. It'd be really good, wouldn't it? Birds could be picking at the berries, enjoying themselves in amongst here, and then they got the view of that. Fantastic. So I'm going to give my signature, well, my little JB. I'm going to put it down here. So there we go. There's a nice mountain landscape with quite a lot going on, a lot more than I originally thought I was going to do. You could add even more. You could have even bigger trees in front of here. And I did think about it. Would have been interesting to have a big tree there, but I think I quite like the openness of it, and yeah, enjoyed myself. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. Bye for now.